Hello. Howdy doody. Good evening, Friday. Don't know what the date is. Is it 21st? Yeah, 21st, is it? Should find that out before I start doing it. 22nd. Friday, 22nd July. 21:28 on Friday night. And we're up to just a bit of a chat, really. Hopefully not too long. It's a bit of more work on the SMD Carousel. The design is finished, so I'm just using PhlatScript in SketchUp to flatten out the model, as you can see on the screen. I've already started doing a bit of the G-code for the bottom part of the model. And then also a look at the temperature access control I developed. When was it? A couple of years ago, was it? A year and a half? Don't know. Last year, September, what? Something like that. October, September. No, September. August, September. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's just go back to what we'll do. I'll just go into the stream and leave a message. Okay, let's just go back and let's hopefully right, so we're live. Okay, it might get a bit of a. I'll just mute it. August, September. Right, let's just mute that. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how else to do it. Good evening. Okay, that's weird, isn't it? Why is that showing that? Oh, I know, this is a delay. Good evening, all. Welcome to Friday night live chat and more work on the SMD Carousel and demonstrate. Oops, straight. I wish I could spell. Demonstrate. Bloody hell. Okay, demo. I spelled that earlier under title. Never mind. Demo. UPAS. Temperature. Access. Control. System. Module. Unit. That'll do. Okay. Right, I've done that. Let's get back down to the other one. I can't see no chat here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right, as you can see, it's the first time I've done this. Well, chat. Anyway. I don't know that first thing how to use this. So we'll just carry on with it. Right. I don't know what. Let's. What do you want to see first? Tell you what. Let's show you the TAC module before we do a bit of work. Right. So I managed to find the right firmware and managed to install the libraries again. I've got it powered up. Don't know what you can see. Probably can't see a lot. Yeah. Right, so you've got we've got an OLED. We've got a I can't remember the name of these things. This LCD 16:2 industry standard. It's got an I2C backpack on the back. Oh, you can actually see the LiDAR flashing as well through this camera. We've got a 2 meter LiDAR distance sensor. Alright. I've got a menu system. I don't know if you can see the menu system. It's too bright. It's probably too bright, isn't it? Alright, now it's designed to turn the backlight out when it's not in use. How can I show you that? I need to put something over that, don't I? A piece of paper or something. What can we put over that? That it's not too bright. Something semi-transparent. That's not going to work. How do I demonstrate that? It's yeah, anyway. So it's what I showed you the other day. It's created a couple of years ago. Basically, it's designed to mount on a wall. Now you've got your temperature axis control in the middle, just here. And you've got your LiDAR distance sensor. And there's a bit of firmware. It's written in Arduino IDE. So there's a bit of firmware. And it was basically just a prototype to see if I could get it to perform. Now, it shows you can't see it, can you? Can you see it? I don't even know. Maybe you can see it. Anyway. Alright. So the idea is, you have this on the wall, and then you walk towards it. You walk towards it, and it'll pick up your temperature. Yeah, so I've got a blue LED. So when you're out of range, it goes to sleep. So when you get into range, it should wake up. Yeah, and then once you get to the trigger point, you can see the blue LED. It tracks you and it tells you to move forward, move forward, move forward. Right, and you get to within 100 mil or 10 centimeters, and it takes your temperature. Okay, now if you was to do, God, how do you do this? I can't do reverse logic. My picture needs to be the other way around, really. Anti coordinates is all in reverse. Right. So you got your temperature. Now, if it detects a good temperature, it shows green, displays the letter T in neopixels, and shows the temperature until you move out the way. Now, I think I've got it detecting distance as you approach it, 600 mil. So it's picking up the monitor at the minute. Maybe I can get back away from the monitor. Yeah, so it's back away from the monitor. I put my hand in front. Yeah, so it's T. No, it's still picking up the range, isn't it? Yeah, I could alter that in the firmware, but you've got a menu system with the buttons on here, and I can show you, but I don't feel see it. It's just white, isn't it? I can see it. It says await in person. God, I don't know. Right, so if I press the middle button, I can change the offset. Now, if you want to adjust the temperature where it triggers, you got what's the other one? Display view. Don't know what that is. I can't remember what that is now. Trigger temperature. Oh yeah. So trigger temperature is 37.4. Okay. Oh, it's me changing it. It's alright. It's supposed to do this while you're not pointing at anything. Trigger temperature, person, no. It's not. I'm gonna have to point it up a bit so it's not hitting the monitor. Right, trigger distance set for 100 at the minute. Let's set it to set it with 200. Go on then, 200. My interrupt routines are kicking in because I'm moving it. It's detecting, because obviously during the menu it's still able to work. Right, so trigger distance 160, 70, 80, 90, 200 millimeters. Okay, so that'll do for that. So we'll come out of that. What else we got? Confirmation beeps, LCD timeout, operating mode, can't remember what they are, offset, display view, yeah, trigger temperature, okay. So, anyway, we're back to square one. You can't see that probably. Can you see that? Alright, that's just done an over trigger temperature. Obviously, it's no person there, and it's less accurate when you come out. If you come out with these non-touch medical sensors, which is there, they're designed to work about 30 to 50 millimeters away from the sensor. It uses ambient temperature of the room, and then it does a calculation, and it comes up with a value. So in order to get a further distance away to trigger it, yeah, as you can see, hang on, it was able to trigger it. Let me just go out a minute. Yeah, see I'm 200 mil away with my hand now. Yeah, so if I alter the trigger distance, the trouble is it's gonna over temperature. That's because I've got to change it for the trigger distance, and I've got to adjust the offset to go with it. So let's try again. Let's just go like that. So it's going to say over temperature. Yeah. Now if I want to alter the trigger distance, I'll have to do this off here. Trigger temperature. Yeah, not trigger temperature. Offset we want. Offset. Where's the offset? Offset. So I can minus it, depending on how far your distance is and what your ambient temperature is. So I'll offset it about 1.75 to the minus. So let's just see what happens now. Still over temperature, 38.2. So let's take the offset down again. Less offset. Okay, unless I have to go plus offset, I can't remember now. It's been a while. Right. Oh yeah, that's it. See, so you've got to mount it in your room. Now it does a lookup table from the distance. It's trying to be clever. It takes your trigger offset, trigger distance. Yeah, it takes your trigger distance, and then it adds an arbitrary amount based on what the ambient temperature is, and based on your trigger distance, and then you got an offset. But there's such a wide temperature variance. This could be in a hallway and in winter, and cold air blasts in, or it could be next to a radiator in a reception area. So you've got a wide range of temperatures, so you need to adjust it for the environment. And the problem is a lot of the expensive temperature systems, detection systems, they have a second sensor that's somewhere else in the room or in front of the field of view. So it takes an ambient temperature from elsewhere in the room. So these non-touch medical sensors, these little temperature scanners that people press the trigger and onto your head, it's detecting your skin temperature, right? Well, it shows you your skin temperature is about 33 degrees, right? Not 36 point something. So it's trying to tell you what your inner core temperature is, but it can't by reading your skin temperature. So what it does, it adds an arbitrary amount on top. It has to, guess or know what it is based on a distance. Now these thermopiles, non-touch medical sensors. You can get some with got lenses on, so you can extend the range of where it's optimal to detect, you know, the heat. But these £12 ones, £15, they only work about 30 to 50 millimeter away. Anyway, that's that. I thought I'd show you that because I couldn't get the firmware on it last time, so I found the firmware. Let's give it another test of it. Over temperature. So that's the temperature it's picked up. As soon as you get out of view, because my monitor's in the way in a minute, so that's showing the ambient temperature in the room now. 29.1. I don't think it's that hot. So also, when you mount these things, you got to make sure you don't have them in an enclosure that's getting warmed up by power supply regulator or something. So ideally, that wants to be away from the rest of the circuit. Yeah. So that's it, really. I thought I'd give you a blast of it. But the idea with this is you could walk up to it and you'd either activate it with your swipe card proximity, and it knows what your ID is, and then it can record. You can go up to it, let's say, come up to it and get your temperature, and then before it'll unlock the door. Or alternatively, you could do like make sure people don't group up together, so they go through a door and it detects the temperature, lets you through, but then it won't let you through and not anyone else through until so many seconds have passed. So you keep people spread apart, like, you know, keep the distance. Anyway, because I had problems with the ambient temperature varying so much, you have to make a lookup table. Yeah, I could set it up in one room, say in the morning here, set it up perfectly, get it working, take it to work or demonstrate it, and the room will be the factory or something will be totally freezing, and then this thing will just start coming up with all sorts of values because it hasn't got down to the ambient temperature yet, you know, and it's totally crazy. So I'm sure you get a better sensor, but there's only so much you can do in the background with lookup tables and formulas and stuff to compensate. So I'll put that on hold for a bit. It does do what you want, but most people. Now I'm pretty sure these sensors that they sell cheap, in order not to wreak havoc given the wrong temperature, I'm sure it looks at it and it limits itself to under temperature. You know, I don't know if it's true, but I think, because otherwise they're going to be taking them back, say this is telling me I'm sick or something, or I got a fever when I haven't got a fever, and they'll be taking the thing back. So the best way they could do it is just to, like, instead of it triggering on a hot temperature, right, it'll just say to itself, well, if I'm only a few degrees over here and there, I'll just lie and tell you a lower temperature. Because let's face it, more often than not, it's going to be a low temperature. But it's just not accurate enough, and it's not the programming or anything, it's the sensor itself. Its field of view is very narrow, you know, 50 mil, and it gives you the value that's it's making it up anyway, because your skin temperature's always a few degrees lower than your body core. So it's having, if it's showing you 36 point whatever it is 7, it's lying, because it's only really picking up 32, 33 degrees off your skin. So inside it's doing some arbitrary addition or calculation anyway. They're never accurate, so I can't see the point. If you haven't got an accurate enough sensor, I can't see the point. You've got to have an accurate. Now, if I use the other side of my hand, hang on, let's get that there, right. That's not too bad, but if I come in close to it, and it should tell me to back off. Yeah, I'm too close, see. Yeah, so you can fool it, see? You know what I mean? All you got to do is come in too close to it. That's probably my programming. If you, hang on, you have to release it by moving away from it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's probably why I didn't do much else with it. It is possible to do stuff with it, but can you just stick it on the wall and forget it? No. You got to control your environment, really. But some of the stuff that have been around the place, whenever I've been to shut up. Whenever I've been to some sites, they've got like 2,000 or 3,000 quid worth of equipment. They've got tripods and they've got set temperature sensors at the other side of the room. And it's given a known temperature out. There's like a device that's given a known temperature out, like an oven or something. Type it's warming itself up to a known temperature, and then that's in the field of view. So then it's normally done with cameras, actually, heat detection with cameras, and it's looking at the temperature, and it knows what the known temperature, and then it's adjusting the reading compared to what the ambient temperature is further away. Now that's saying it's 29.3 the ambient temperature now. Now it isn't. It's just that it's picked up the temperature. It's not even that cold. I mean, there's nothing on the board to generate heat. But it might be. But I've got a non-touch, one of those handheld ones I bought. Put it away for now, but that was all over the place anyway. But there's no distance sensor on it. I put the LiDAR on it, so I could set the trigger distance, so you could do a bit more with it. Basically, you could wake it up, but mount it to the wall, and you could basically just hands-free have a queue of people. They walk up to it, take a temperature, walk up to it, take a temperature, walk up to it, take a temperature, and it'll give you the 2 bleeps, or it'll give you the move backwards. It says 34.8 now. 33.7. 33.6. 33.2. 33.3. Now I'm giving you the point on that, but these non-touch sensors, they just give you the nearest one. So it does function. It's just you've got to control your ambient temperature. Maybe it takes time to get to the temperature, but as long as you can adjust the set point. I think the idea of them is if you have a few people using it and you're getting consistent readings through main people, and you get someone who comes in with a temperature, it is going to show you the difference between that one and, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's leave that alone for a bit. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so the idea was to put that into my main firmware for my sort of UPAS system access control. You could build that into it, but so I left it. If I could have got more accurate results out of it, and it would have been more useful, I would have maybe done something with it. I didn't want to go down the route of buying more expensive sensors, £50, £100 for a sensor. Because you got to be able to, if you're going to make them, you got to be able to, to buy the bits. So these sensors, that's tell you what the name of the sensor is. Hang on, I'll tell you what. Let's go over to right. Here's the Oh, that's a Hello World one. Hang on. I had to get rid of that. I had to get the right driver for my liquid crystal I2C library. Right, let's just open this back up. So what I did is I closed. Should have just gone to there. Right, let's close that. Yeah, so it uses this is the code I wrote a while back. I don't suppose it gives you the date when you wrote this. I should have put some information on it. Yeah, I've had to get rid of that liquid crystal library and put this one in. It's just I couldn't be bothered to go and unzip it, put it into the folder. It's an old library I've been using for years. I just grabbed a new one. So that's fine. Why am I using? No, that's probably just in there. It probably doesn't even use that. Anyway, that library. That's right. So change scan mode. So you got scan modes booting up. Yeah. So when you first power on, your scan modes booting up. And you got some initialize your parameters, initial sentences, initialize the menus, change your scan mode to awaiting a person. And you got your loop. Get the current milliseconds, do a scan, check the inputs for your buttons, check your outputs, timeout, check your param display time. Yeah, there's 2 different times out. So there's a few tabs on here. TAC structure. I don't even know what that is now. Oh, here's some structs I made just for the menu system. Scan modes, yeah. So booting up. Yeah, so you change your mode depending on what you're doing. You change your mode. So booting up, awaiting a person, exiting params. Yeah, there's all this stuff. Error. Trigger distances. You can tell it what distance that your neopixels turn on at. These are calculated according to the trigger distance. Trigger temperatures, highest and lowest. TAC module. What am I doing here? Like I say, I haven't looked at this for a while now. That's your OLED information. And your LCD, initialize the sensors. Set your scan mode, await the person. Oh, that's quite boring anyway. So you got your menus and pitches. Sound output menu, yeah. Anyway, so there's a bit of code there, and I should put this into Visual Studio Code really. So let's get rid of that. We'll forget about that for a bit. Let's go on to I'll do a bit of work on this now. Let's do a bit of work. Oh, that's 28 minutes. God. Yeah, let's do a bit of work on this now. I've got it all flatted out. I've got your base. This is the base, and this is the middle and top. Now I have to do a bit of a calculation here on the pocket depths, because the PhlatScript wants to do it by percentage, and all I want to do is by millimeter. Create a pocket 12mm thick polycarbonate. So if I want to do a 6mm pocket, I just want to say I want to go down 6mm. You can't do that. You've got to do a calculation. So you have to do right. So I want a pocket of 6.75mm on the center. So it mills out just over half the thickness. Now to get that, I have to get the calculator out. Let's just get the calculator out. So I have to get the calculator out, and I'll have to do 12mm minus 56.25%, 6.75mm. So how I get to that value is a bit crazy. So I have to keep doing this. Say if I want to do say if I want to do, say, 4 mil deep pocket out of 12 mil thick, whatever it is. So I'll go 12 minus, and I've got to try and guess then. So I want 4 mil. I can't go right for minus 4 mil because I've got to work it percent. So 4 mil of 12 mil is what, like, let's say 25%. See what we get. 25%. That's 3 mil. It's close. All right. So I'll go 12. I have to go. This is what I have to do. I have to go over it and over it. 12 minus 30%. 3.6. We're getting close to the 4 mil. 12 minus 35%. That's gone over this time. There must be a way of doing this. I'll have to write a little program that does this for you. There must be someone who's already created a program, I would have thought. Anyway, 12 minus 32%. That's too low. Often it's a problem trying to remember what you put in last. 33.2. Getting there. 12 minus 33.3. Almost. 12 minus 33.4. That's as close as you want to get, really. That's okay. Not bothered about the 0.008 of a mil. But, I mean, sometimes it's bang on. So if you did 12 minus 33 point, can't remember what it was now, 45%. That's gone the other way. 12, this is how laborious it is. Crazy. There must be an easy way. Minus 33.4%. We'll go with that. So then I'd write down here 12 mil minus 33.4%, and then equals the distance. If you go to the minus, tells you what thickness you got left out of your 12 mil. Anyway, so that's the kind of thing I've got to be doing now. It's not ideal. It's not the best way of doing it. How can I make that? Is there any way of making this always on top? No? What's that? Keep on top. Oh, okay. That's good. So if I click over here, it's going to stay. That's good. Okay, that's what I need it to stay there. Alright, so anyway, I've done this one. This one's finished. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do. I've done that one. I'll open up the G code. Because I've got to test whether it's any good. So let me just bring this. Oh no, I've done that wrong. Let me cancel that. Is it going to crash if I cancel it? Right, now I've got to bring this safe area over here. Okay. Like that. Yeah, so that's the area. Then I've got to click that button there. Oh, you can't see that button. You can't see the button, it's behind. So anyway, it's just the generate the G code from that. It wants to do. Alright, so it's still doing it, is it? Yeah, okay. Okay, so it's done it. It's not showing me the. No, it will. Oh god, it's gone off. Right now, it's showing me G code plotter. That looks something like what I'm after. So let's close that. Let's go on to this NC viewer. This is alright, isn't it? I found this online, this NC viewer. 22nd, 2202. That'll be it, won't it? 2202. Okay, let's open that. Shrink that down. Now this is always on top in the way. Let's just minimize that a bit. Right, so we've got, this is the G code This is the G code, sorry, and this is the 3D representation, or no, it's the tool path. This is the tool path. So can you see that? Yeah. So I'll start the tool path, and it'll should go around and show you what it's going to do when in the real world on your CNC. Okay. So I want it to do the. I'm going to have to rearrange the G code because I want it to do the. I want it to do this hole first and that one. So I'll probably set up G code just to do these 2 holes. Oh, 4 holes it is. Sorry, now 4 holes. That's so I can flip it over. As soon as I've created. Yeah, I almost want those 4 holes before I start, because I can flip it over. You can either clamp it down, but when I flip it over, what I'm gonna have to do is I might have to go through. I'm gonna set the home position. It should be right. I've got to flip the panel over, or whatever it is, polycarb. Got to flip it over and get it exactly in the right position again. Yeah, so you can see it's just going. It's cutting. I think is it 0.2. No, it's 2 mil. Is it trying to do 2 mil at a time? It's got about 12 passes or 9 passes. Can't remember now. If that was aluminium, I'd have to cut it. If it was aluminium 12 mil thick, it would probably take about 2 hours or more to cut it on my CNC, and I'd have to mill it at 0.1 of a mil every pass. It would be something like over 100 passes. Well, that's finished, that has. It'll tell you how many passes as well. Where are we? Past 10. So, yeah, there's 10 passes there. Just trying to think. Probably got some G code. Let me just see if I got any G code from making a tool once. Have I got any G code? I've got wooden boxes. Guitar pick box. Made all sorts. Business card holder. I've made a rubber stamp as well. Dowel for a rubber stamp. Truss rod cover for a guitar. There's a few things. PCB table mill. What's that? CNC G code. Ham radio box SketchUp files. CNC enclosure. Anyway, I got off on a tangent again. Right. So that seemed to be okay. Now, I wouldn't go ahead and mill into my nice piece of plastic because I need to push a bearing in here. A 12 mil OD by 4 mil thick bearing. It needs to be a nice tight fit. It needs to be the right milling depth. So I'd try that on a bit of scrap timber or something first. So let's try that on a bit of scrap timber. Back to this. So I wanted to progress a bit. So that one's finished. I need to test it on a scrap timber before I go ahead and make sure the bearing sits in. So that's the bottom. Now the upper bit. This is what I was trying to do this morning, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So now this is slightly more complicated because these pockets over here, they allow for the rubber feet. There's the model. That's the new model, by the way. I've just took the colours out of it now and put a red mat on it. But the rubber feet there, see them rubber feet? Now to get that rubber feet to have a recess, really, I don't want to just stick the feet on anyway. I want them to sit in there. So in order to get that in, I've had to reduce. I want to keep 2 mil at the. You can't see it really good. In there, there's a bin. It's mill down 10 mil normally. These are 10 mil. That one's 9 mil. Now the reason I've made that 9 mil is I've come into the bottom for my foot a mil, and I want to keep 2 mil between this and the next bay. It might not be necessary. I don't want any weak parts in it, and I can lose a mil on the one lot of bays. I'm not really bothered. There's still plenty of room for loads of bits in there, so that's fine. So these ones I've got to do slightly different. Let's just go back to that. Just got to remember that that one, that one, that one, and that one is 9 mil, and the rest is 10 mil. So I need to add some text to this, don't I? Bin pockets, right? I need to say this is corner pockets or handle pockets. Okay. Okay, let's put that there. Oh, wrong size. Try again. I changed it, didn't I? So I'll keep changing it. 10 mil handle pockets. So that you got bin pockets and you got the handle sockets there. Right, now you need this is where you need the calculator back again. Let's make it. Let's make it so it stays on the screen. That's it, can stay there, can't it? Let's put it there. Yeah, I've got no cider left. Bought 4 bottles last weekend. They've all gone. Got loads of ice. So I'm on tea at the minute. On Friday night. How sad is that? Never mind, eh? Oh, I just realised I could show you one of my guitar holders that I'd milled out a while back. There you go. I'm actually using that as a cup holder or cup mat. It's I made some guitar holders for my home recording studio, and I hang my guitar on it, and that's just a spare one. Well, I changed the design, so that's just a scrap one. But it comes in handy as a cup holder. Yeah, I got that there. Okay. Anyway, see the old TAC module's quiet. Let's see what it says now. It's 29.2, 32.3. Thinks I am. That's at 200 mil away from it. 28.5 now. It thinks the temperature is. The ambient temperature, that is. Yeah, it's 32.1. 32, so it's getting lower every time I try it. Why is that then? 32.5. It's best not to show the point, is it? You know what I mean? 32.2. 32.1. Yeah, it's close enough. But it's showing. That's just my hand. Let's find out what my head is. Hang on. Head temperature. 32.3. Yeah. That's because I'm 200 mil away. But these sensors, they're not really designed to work past 50 mil. They don't work. They'll work, but then you've got to do some kind of calculation, and it's not ideal. The further away you go, the more inaccurate it'll be. So really, I should have changed that temperature to. I should make that so it's the distance, the trigger distance before it switches on. and it should tell you to go right up to. You can do it. You can set the trigger distance to 50 millimeters, and then it'll be much more accurate. So anyway, I don't really like things that are too random. On my project UPAS, I've created different parts of the program, and whichever part I've done, it's exceeded what I expected from it. But this sensor is a bit of a letdown. There's only so much coding you can do, look up tables and stuff, and you can surmise only so much from it. Right, anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. So I need to do my pocket handles, bin pockets, we know the size of that, and we know the percentage. Let's work out what these ones are going to be here. So let's go on that, clear. So I want to do 9mm instead of 10mm. I want to get as close to 9mm. So 12 minus, let's say, a bit less percentage. So let's say 15%. 1.8, what's that? 12 minus 15%. Hey. I might have done that wrong, you know. That might be the wrong percent. So I think I don't know if I got round to doing that this morning or whether I left it. No, it's not quite right, is it? That's not the right value. I'll change that as well. Well, let's do that one first. So 12mm minus we want 10mm pocket. So there's 2mm left. So we need to come down about 80%. 9.6. So I want to go a bit more. So 12mm minus 82%. Even more. 12mm minus 86%. Too much. 12mm minus 85%. No, still too much. 12mm. This is crazy, isn't it? I know. Minus 82%. Not enough. 12mm minus 82.5%. No, nearly. 12mm minus 82.6%. Not enough. 12. I sure I can write a program to do this. 12mm minus 82.7%. No. 12mm minus 82.8%. This is why you need to do your maths when you're at school. Get good at maths. 12mm minus 82.8%. More. 12mm minus 82.9%. No. 12mm minus 83%. No. 12mm minus 83.6%. Too much. 12mm minus 83.4%. That's okay. We could live with that, can't we? Yeah. Let's just make sure. So 12mm minus 80. Oh, I forgot it. 83.4%. Yeah. So we've got to write that now. Let's write that down. 12mm minus 83.4% equals, it's we'll give you 10.008. That's not actually equals. You don't want the equals, get rid of the equals. Right, 12mm minus, what has that gone like that? Hey? What's it doing there? That's better. 12 mil minus 3.4%. That's not 3, is it? It's 80. 83.4%. So let's get that there. Let's try it again. 12 mil minus 83.4%. Oh, that's great. 12 mil minus 83.4%. Yeah, that's right. This is why it takes so long. I mean, there should be a conversion thing online to do it. So, but I've tried to look for one. So you want depth, thickness, percentage of them. Yeah, I don't know how to do. Let's get rid of that one. Let's put that up there. Oops. Wrong one. Put that up there. And I need to create that and say it's the bin pockets. Bin pockets, there we go. So that's the bin pockets. And these are the handle pockets. We've done that one, so we need to do 9 mil now. Do a 9 mil one. 12 mil minus 84. No, I want to go less, don't we? 12 mil minus 82%. 9.8. So 12 mil minus 80%. 9.6. 12 mil minus 78%. 12 mil minus 74%. Not enough. 12 mil minus 75%. 9. That's it. It's bang on, look. So 12 mil minus 75%. Okay, so I know what that is. 12 millimeter minus 75% gives us 9 millimeters. Okay, let's try it again to make sure I haven't got it wrong. 12 mil minus 75%. Okay, so we've got our pocket sizes, so we could put that on. Now we need to do these as well. Tell you what, let's just do them. Let's do them. Right, so I'll go on to pocket. And see, that's going the wrong way, look. It's trying to cut the toolpath on the outside, so I need to flip that. First I'll start off by seeing if that goes. No, that's on the inside as well. So I need to reverse the face on this. Okay, and let's try that one again. Yeah, that's right there. We don't want that yoke though, yeah. We want the pocket. It's still the wrong way around. Look, still too much. If I was to mill that out, it would chop out all this here. It's no good. So I need to reverse this face. And if I go onto pocket now, you'll see it's gone on the inside. That's your tool path. That's actually where the tool is going to drive around. Now it's a 4 mil path. It's 4 mil, 4 fluted end, flat end mill. So I could apply that to that. So let's apply that to that. Tell you what, let's change all these faces first. Can I select more than one? Let's see if I can select all these in one go. They need to be reverse faced. Okay, alright. Reverse the faces, yeah. Okay. Now I can just take this pocket. Now before I click on anything, down in the bottom corner here is the depth percent. It's on the last thing I set on another one, so we've got to go to tell you what we'll do first. We'll do these 4 pockets first here, get rid of them. So the handle pocket is 12 mil, 0, 75%. What? What went wrong there? Ah, should have been minus that, shouldn't it? Hang on, let's just do that again. 12 millimeter minus 75% gives 9 mil. Okay, so I need to get rid of that one. And put that one in its place. Okay, so let's do that now. Shall we lose this calculator a minute? Yeah. Okay. Right, so we're going to do these pockets. It needs to be 75%. So I'll click on that. Don't click anything and just put on the keypad, numeric keypad, 75%. Let's change 75% of the thickness, which will give me that 9 mil from the 12 mil. So I'm going to go click, 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 click. I'm going to save that. Okay. Right. Now I'm going to do, if I wanted to cut it all the way through, I'd do 100%. But I don't. So the next one is going to be 83.4 to give me 10 mil. Now it's not exactly 10 mil, but it's close as damn it. Without doing fractions and stuff of percent. No. Right, so click on this again. Come down to here, and it's still on 75, so I've got to change it to 83.4%. Okay, now I'm going to go through this now. Okay, and I'm going to save that. Now this PhlatScript or whatever, it can go wrong. It crash out SketchUp quite often. It's normally when I put this perimeter on here. Right, so that's partially done. So if I was to export that now, let's do it. Right, I've got to put the safe area around here. Okay. Let's export it. Right, I should have put that as the bottom tier, shouldn't I? SMD real bottom tier. That's not the bottom tier. Yeah, bottom tier. Let's say bottom upper tier. Okay. Bottom upper tier. Alright, it's gonna just be busy, so doing something, whatever it's doing. Probably starting a floppy, probably a drive up, spin a drive up. Yeah. It's not gonna show me the plot until I click this, but it should have done. Alright, let's have a look at the plot. So there you go. So we've got two different sizes. So yeah. Okay, let's go over to this one. Loading this upper tier. There we go. Right, so that's what we've got there. You can start that off and see what's going to happen. It's just going to go round and round and round until it mills it down. You can see it going round and round. Yeah. Yep, so that's a bit boring, so we'll do the rest of it. Stop that. Okay, so we've done the pockets, now we've got to do these other bits. So tell you what, so can I move this up? Give me some space to write some more. Hang on. Okay. So next thing I need to do is these spring and ball bearing holders. I'll show you that on the why not? Show you that. I've probably showed you before anyway if you watched it. Right, so we're in here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. You can see them. How can I get into there? Tell you what, let's take off the mat and the top cover. Yeah, that'll show you. Right, so these pockets here, I've got one that side and one this side. There's a spring and a 4mm bearing. 3mm spring and a 4mm bearing. That reminds me, I had a delivery of supposed to get 20, I only got 4. And the package was open, and I've messaged the seller. He said, yeah, don't worry, I'll sort it out. But it's been over a week and I've still had nothing back. So maybe in the morning, or maybe he's forgot all about it. Right, so that's what them are. So I've got to get them. Actually, I could do with measuring the depth of these. Can't remember what the depth was now. So let's see if I can. Can it tell me the depth? No, not in that mode it won't. Hang on. Right. So what we got? 9mm. Actually, that's not bad, is it? 9mm, because we've already worked out what 9mm is. We know what 9mm is. Out of the 12mm thickness, we know what it is. Alright, so let's get back over to it. We've already done a 9mm depth, so let's just rename that. And let's just do it. Hang on. Handle pockets. Right, so we got these are the spring and bearing. Spring and bearing. Whoops, that's not a bearing. Oh my god, spring and bearing pockets. Are they pockets? Yeah. Spring and I could do a plunge on it, but I'd rather do a plunge, just go straight down. I want to mill it to the size. Right, spring and bearing pockets. That's that one there, and again it's 12mm minus 75% gives you 9mm. Okay, so this will be easy, won't it? Yeah, so I've got to go on to pocket again. It's probably not going to respond to this. Let me see if I got any material there. No. See, there's no fill in it. So what I have to do is I'm gonna there's a hole there, so you need to fill it before you can. You gotta be able to select it. So what we need to do is just measure. What size is that? 4.8. Never. 4.8. What? I've to give a bit of play. Why have I done 4.8? Oh well. Not sure why I've done 4.8. It's got to be able to move, isn't it, and be loose fitting. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to mill that into a bit of scrap and put a spring and a ball bearing in, and I have to change it if it needs shrinking. So I've got to put a circle in that, and just get back out again. Might as well do this one as well. Okay. They're both. Let me just measure that. See if it is 4.8. Yeah. Whatever. I must have decided that was what it was going to be. Now these are probably the wrong way around. So let's go pocket. That's not. It won't do a pocket. There might be a minimum size for a pocket, you know. I can't quite work out why I do them at 4.8. Let's flip them. Reverse the face. Pocket. I think it won't let me do a pocket. No, it's not gonna let me do a pocket. So it's too small for a pocket. Okay, so can't do a plunge because it's only going to do a 4mm hole. But is it a 4mm spring? I can't remember what spring I got there. That looks like 4mm. Yeah. 4.5, 45mm by 4mm. That's 4mm spring, yeah. 4mm spring. That's why I got a 4.8 hole diameter hole, so it's got a little bit of play for spring to flex. Yeah, so I've got that might be a problem, isn't it? Can you do a percentage on this? Inside cut tool, no, not really. Percent depth, maybe you can. No, it's not gonna, yeah, because it's actually a 4mm bit I'm using, isn't it? Yeah. Hang on, did I write the bit diameter down somewhere? I did do it once, I might have deleted it all. Right, let's have a look at the bit diameter. So it's a 4mm bit I'm using. So we're just gonna have to plunge it, isn't it? It's gonna have to plunge that, but that means I'll only get the 4mm. It'll be a dead tight fit. I need a little bit of play. Let's just turn that. Let's save it. So I wonder why I can't do. What else we got here that can we do this with? The pocket tool, shift only, zigzag. And is there a help file on this? Question mark. Let's just see if there's any help. Right, here we go. Right, here's some help. So let's go down to the pocket tool, see what it says about the pocket tool. Where's the tools? Multi-select pockets. Large plunge holes with sticky size. Holes in a grid. Don't know what all this is. Tool change. Rapid approach was that's just the settings, isn't it? Hang on. Pockets. Right, pocket tool. This tool is used to create a pocket inside a shape. Pocket is a shallow depression in the surface of the part. As of V1.4c, this tool has two modes. Okay. Default mode. In this mode, the tool can deal with simple convex polygon shapes. Flood mode. This mode is for pocketing complex polygons that may have internal holes. However, oh, I got you. I have got one that's got an internal hole actually. However, processing takes much longer. Default mode. This mode will add both a contour outline and a zigzag with one mouse click. The following control keys can be used. Control, hold down and control to insert only the contour outline. This gives you the opportunity to check and fix the contour as it can generate all odd shapes around the sharp internal. Shift, hold down shift to insert only the zigzag line. End, pass each press of the end key will toggle the direction of the zigzag lines with vertical, horizontal and back. This allows you to choose the direction home is a switch to flood mode. Okay. Flood mode. While this mode can deal with more complex problems, use it also a bit more complex. So please note the following: two-stage process, fuzzy step overs. All no, I don't like to do that. Both modes, fuzzy step over, multi-select pocketing. New. If multiple faces are selected, when the pocket tool is selected, all the faces will be pocketed. All selected entities with the unselected will be after the process. If only one thing is selected, nothing is done. Okay. Right, it doesn't really tell me anything about the minimum size. Okay. Am I still streaming this? I don't know. I have to stop that now. It's there's one watching. One person watching, it's me. Oh god. Anyway. Right. So we've got trouble trying to mill that out. So I'll have to plunge it, won't I? I'll have to plunge it. I can do a plunge, but it'll be exacting fit. Tell you what, let's get the calipers out and find out how wide these springs are. It's got to fit a ball bearing, a 4mm ball bearing as well. Alright. Okay. Get a spring out of the bag. I mean, it says 4mm, so they're going to be 4mm, aren't they? Surely. But sometimes it's best to give it a check. So I'm zeroed out there. I don't want to squeeze it, do I? So, what have we got? Actually, go that way. Give it a bit more strength. 3.93. Oh, okay. 3.93. Yeah, so it is 4mm. So I've got a tiny bit of space. And it might be. I'll have to just if it's for this prototype. I didn't want to start bringing out the manual drills and tools and just opening it up. So, limitation. So I'm going to put a random. I could make it slightly wider. So let's go with what we had, 4.8. Oh no, we don't want that. We want 2.4. No, that's wrong. Cancel that. What is going on here? Hang on. Oh, 4.8. That's nearly 5 mil, isn't it? Yeah, it's got 0.4 of a mil around the spring to make it loose. So that, why won't that do a pocket then? I wonder what the minimum size. It doesn't tell you. Okay, let's do 6mm one. Okay. So we've got a 6mm one. Let's see if it'll let us do that. No. What's it say? From point. No. Okay, let's do a 10mm one. See if it'll let us do a 10mm one. Oh god, I've got a headache then. Ooh. Right, 10mm one. Pocket. Can I pocket? Yeah. I can pocket a 10mm one. Because it's 4mm, I can't pocket. I can't put a 4mm bit into a 4mm pocket because it's basically saying I can't create a circle that small. Basically. Okay, so we're gonna have to go with the. Just put the 4mm hole in. It's gonna have to have a 4mm hole instead of a. Which is a shame. That's a bit of a limitation. Okay, so well, I've just put a pocket in. We know what size our pockets are going to be. Spring and bearing pockets, 9mm deep. Okay, so that's 75%. Now go on the plunge tool. Come down to here. I've got to type 75% of the depth, so I'll click that. And click that. Oh, it's gone back to 100%. That's a bug, isn't it? So every time you do one, you've got to put the percentage in. I think I found this out last time. Okay. So we've got 9mm depth of a plunge of a 4mm bit. Well, I wanted 4.8, so I can't help that. Save that. Right. Now. Okay. Keep going. Getting thirsty now. Getting thirsty. Right. So you can see it's a bit of a laborious task, isn't it? So next one I want now, I need this pocket in the middle of that one. Okay, let's see if I can do that. So let's put that in there. Go on. Okay, so that's 4mm. Oh, that's another one that needs to have a plunge in it. Let's swap the faces. Right, let's plunge that. Is that 100%? Yeah, this one goes through 100%. All the way through. Okay, so let's do that. That's good. Okay, it's not the fastest way of saving this. Right, now I need to do a pocket there. I don't know what size that pocket is. So the bearing. I should have said ball bearing. I should have. Let's change that. Spring and ball, null ball bearing. Spring and ball bearings. Actually, that's right. Let's change that. Spring and ball bearing. It's not a pocket. It's a plunge. Plunge. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Put that up there. There we go. Spring and ball bearing plunge. 75%. Right, so we need another one now called center. So this one is for the connection rod or the thread. Bolt fastener. So this is the center hole and it's 4mm diameter. Okay. Put that there. And the depth will have to be, we'll have to find that out. I can find it out on this one. You can have a look at this one. And that's the top bit we're after. I've already done the bottom bit, that's different. Center pocket, 6.75mm. So this one's going to be different again. Let's go on to this one. Alright, I'm trying to look at it now. Okay. So this is the pocket we're after now, and it's 4.25mm. 4.25mm. Right. 4.25 mil. %, 9 mil. Okay. Right, so we need to make a 4.25 mil pocket. Right. Do I need to fasten that? Let's go on pocket. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Right. Is it going to let me do a pocket? No, I need to change the mode, don't I? What's it say about the mode? Flood fill, ZZ only, home. Step over 75%. So if I press the home key, home, where's the home key? Home button. Okay. Oh, it's letting me do a flood fill now. Flood mode, control only the boundary, end toggle direction, home flood fill off. Only the boundary. What's he talking about? That's not going to be a good fit, is it? No. That's a bad idea. Alright, so we'll have to do that slightly different. Might have to do it in 2 lots. I think I managed to do it the other day, though. I'll tell you what. Let's rub that one out a minute. And delete that. And just pocket. It doesn't like it with that there, does it? Bugger. Bugger. That's the problem. This is the problem when you get stuck on it. Trying to do it all in one G code rather than just set up to do a hole. I could do a hole after. Maybe I could just set one that does the center hole. So I'll concentrate on the pockets and for the bearing and leave the thread that connects it all. So let's just get rid of that a minute. Okay, let's see what we can do now. Yeah, that's right, but it's the wrong way around. Reverse the face. Okay, that's going to work, but I need to work out a percentage now. 4.2%. Center hole 4mm diameter. Okay, that's okay for that. So this next one will be the bearing. Swivel bearing. Swivel bearing. In the center. In the center. Okay. Swivel bearing in the center. And we want 4.25. Okay, 4.25. So 12 mil minus 4.25, so it's like 40%. 4.8, close. 12 mil minus 38%. Oh, 4.56, close. Oh, it was 4.25, wasn't it? 12 minus 37%. No, 12 minus 37%. 4.44. I need to go further. 12 minus 38%. No. 12 minus 36.5%. I need to go lower. 12 minus God, I forgot it now. It's getting late, isn't it? 35.2%. Close. 12 minus 35.3%. Getting better. 12 minus 35.4%. Almost. 12 minus 35.5%. That's point wrong. 12 minus 35.48%. Close. 12 minus 35.7%. That's going crazy. 12 minus 35.55%. No, this is what takes your time. 12 minus 35.45%. 4.254. Now I need these bearings, they need to be accurate, they've got to be really accurate. So let's try again. 12 minus 34.40%. No, I've lost it again. 12, I need to write this down. 12 minus 30. Messed it up. 12 minus 34%. No. Right, 12 minus 34.6%. No, 12 minus 34.1%. No, it's going crazy. 12 minus 34.8%. No. 12 minus 34.6%. No. 12 minus 34.2%. No, it's getting worse. Oh my god. 12 minus 34 points. I forgot it already. 34.5. That's gotta get more off. So 12 minus 34.8. No. 12 minus 35%. 4.2. 12 minus 35.1%. No. 12 minus, I wish I could do maths. 12 minus 35.3%. 12 minus 35.4%. 25.8. 12 minus 35.5%. 2i. 12 minus 35.46%. 25.5. 12 minus 35.47%. 12. I'm going to write a program that does this. This is crazy. Try minus 34.7. 5. 30. I need to pack this live stream up now. It's getting too tired. 35.58%. No, it's gone wild again. 35.7%. 12 minus 35.6%. 12 minus 35.48%. 25, that's too much. 12 minus 35.4%. 12 minus 35.44%. 20, yeah, it's getting close. 12 minus 35.45%. Close. 25.3, I don't know. 12 minus, I'm going crazy, 35.46%. Alright, so 12 minus 35.455%. That's no good. 12 minus 35.4 8%. No. 12 minus 35.444%. Ah, that's crazy. Isn't there no bloody formula for this? Let's see if I can find a formula. I'm sure I looked the other day for one. Right. Tool to calculate. Tool to calculate. A percentage of thickness. I should say total thickness is 100% on my part. Tool to calculate percentage of a thickness. Tools. Right. Calculate film thickness gauge by wire weight. Body fat with skin folds. Calculate for roll length of a roll. Percentage change calculator. Determine the difference. Hang on. Tool to calculate the percentage of a thickness in millimeters. Calculate film thickness. See, this is the trouble. Calculate the thickness of aluminium foil, inches of calculate to roll length. Digital thickness tool. Right, let's change it. Calc pocket depth. Calculate pocket depth in millimeters. What the hell is that? How do you calculate pocket depth? Pocket depth. In a healthy mouth, a pocket can be anywhere. Mouth. Measure a pocket depth. What the hell is that? Probe depth. It's 7 millimeter. Basic. I don't know. Periodical pocket depths. Right. CNC. Calculate. CNC Calc V7. What's this? V7 user guide. Menu. What's this? Oh my god. Calc tutorial. This is the diameter of a cutter. No, this just take ages. Calculate the volume of a tool path. Speed, milling formulas and definitions. Calculate correct cutting speed. Cutting diameter, cutting depth. See, it's not, I can't describe it in a form that I can find it easy. Calculating your cut settings. If you are creating a pocket that's 1 inch deep, your machine will make a effective. See, it's not there, is it? Never mind. I'll go back to what I was doing. Just trying to finish. I'm going to finish this piece, haven't I? Right, so I need accuracy on this because it's got to be. You probably won't notice it, but I need to get it as accurate as I can. So the bearing sits in, the spacing is critical between that and the next layer. Right, so 12 minus 35.47%. 4.256. So I need that to say 4.250 or 1 or 2 at the most. So that's more of a depth than I want. So if I go 12 minus 35.4746%, that's coming down. 12 minus 35.45%. Does that come down? 12 minus 35.44%. Yeah, that's coming down. 12 minus 35.43%. Almost. 12 minus 35.42%. That'll do. That's the one. So 12 minus 35.42%. Yeah, that'll do. So this is going to be 12 millimeters minus 35.42%. It gives me, hang on, where's it gone? 4.2504. 4.2504. I think that was it. Let's just double check. Alright, let's check it again. 12 minus 35.42%. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that's that one sorted. Save. Right, let's put that pocket in the middle. That's critical. The center hole I can always put in after. I'll generate a single G code to put that dot in the middle. I'll have to have it over here though. Right, so let's just do that. Put that pocket in. Swivel bearing in the center. Right, okay, pocket. And we want 35.42%. It's good that it lets me do that really. So here we go. Click. Right, so nearly ready there. Save that. Gotta keep saving it because it does crash out. You end up having to redo work you've already done. Right, so now we've done all that. We've got these holes here now. What size are these? These are 6mm. Okay. So what I might do on my net, if I do another design, now I say get a wider spring. It's not a good idea though, is it? That means I need to change the bearing and everything. No, forget that. Right, let's see if I can do an inside cut on there. So we want this one. Oh, is it the case of this? Yeah, it hasn't got it, has it? So I need to just go like this. Do that. Let's see what this does. Oh, that'll do it, yeah. Right, I need to do the same for all these ones. It's not a very dynamic way of doing it. I bet if you used Fusion, you could just alter these on the fly and it would take care of all this for you. Fusion 360, probably. Like I say, if I can manage without it, it's a bit of a struggle, but yeah, if I can manage without it. Right, let's just get these in. So we want one there, one there. one there, and one there. Okay, so we've got everything covered apart from the center hole. The good thing is with these holes be milled out first. I'll have to do. Tell you what I'll do. I'll create another one in a minute with these 4 holes that just get milled out first and the center hole. That's what I'll do. And then, I mean, you could just do the outside cut after, but. Right, so that's nearly done. All I've got to do now is put a frame right, cut the outside now, there. That's it, ready. Click that. Now this is what normally where it goes tits up and crashes. It's behaving itself today though. Right, so we've got the bottom layer done, all but one little hole, 4mm hole in the middle that goes all the way through. Right, let's generate the code. I'm gonna call this, oh, it's upper tier, isn't it? Yeah, same thing, upper tier. Bottom, upper tier. Sorry, bottom, upper, upside, so it should be called. So replace that. Right, I'm gonna have a cup of tea in a minute. Cup of tea. I'm drinking cold tea at the minute. I don't mind drinking cold tea. I don't care. Right, so let's see what we've created. There we are. It's popped up this time. Okay. So that's good. Let's go back over to this viewer. I'll load it in here. Upper tier 2309, that's the one. Right, so this is the. That should be the bearing. Doesn't look like it'll fit a bearing, but oh yeah, because don't forget the line. That line is the tool path. So the bit is 4mm, so it'll do two. It'll go 2mm this way and 2mm that way. So that's why it looks smaller than what you're going to get, because it's going to be out here. Okay, right. So let's just set it off, see what it does, and probably call it a day. Right, so that's going to do those 2 holes. That's what I was trying to do on them 2 middle holes for springs. The same idea. Possibly I could make them 6mm, and the spring will be excessive play, and the ball bearing will move around a bit. I'd rather keep it a tight tolerance, not too tight, but not that slack. Yeah, so that looks like it's doing the trick. You can see down here, this one's 9mm. So you can basically see that that one's slightly lower, less depth than these. So it looks like it's doing the business. So yeah, as you can see, once you've got all this done, it's just a matter of getting your CNC ready, getting a flat surface on your spoil board or whatever. You need it very accurate, so put a piece of paper or something. I can't get it that accurate, but I need to get as close as I can, because these bearings, I don't think I can make it as accurate as I've done it here. But if I can get as close as I can to the accurate, I know then that I've done as best as I can, and I'll have to either pack it out slightly with different thicknesses of shim or washer. But I'm trying to do it all out of off the shelf bits. Right, that's good. I seem to have slumped in my seat over the last hour and 44 minutes. Okay, so that's basically going to do that. So I've got to go through the next few, and yeah, we'll stop it there. That looks good. Okay, so we've done. I've got the code for the. Oh, did I show you that? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Let's get that up. Let's just go for that. And I'll bring the safe thing down here. Okay, and we'll output this file. It's going to be the bottom lower. Bottom lower tier. Okay. Yeah, it's time to go to bed in a minute. Bottom lower tier. Yeah, it's funny. It never seems to pop this thing up. It's like it's waiting for something. Well, go away. Spamming me. Right. See, I've got to click that now to look at the properties, but just so this window can come up. Crazy. Right, so that's that one, yeah. Okay, maybe I did do that one. Let's have a quick look at it. Why not? Lower, that's it. Okay, maybe I didn't. Right, so let's try that. Yeah, same kind of idea. Yeah, it should be alright. When I mill out the real one, these edges here, there might be a tiny bit of bare or something on here. I don't want to use a deburring tool that chatters, and I don't want to use any glass paper, sandpaper. I just want to take the minimum amount of edge off. I want it almost, 90 degree without any mess. Can this be? I don't know if I can zoom in and out. Can I? No, I can do that. You can alter this. Okay. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. See it doing the layers. I wonder if you could actually measure that. I don't know how good this tool is. Maybe it could measure it. Oh, I'm stuck there. There it is, back again. Oh no, I've gone crazy on it. Where was it from? Oh, that's the wrong way. It must have been that side. Is that the one now? No, that's not the one. I've lost it now, haven't I? That was oh, I've lost it. I've gonna lost that. Oh well. Messed that up, haven't I? How did you get it back? Anyway, you get the idea. Let's close that down. Right, I'm going to save that now. Possibly some of these are exactly the same. So you've got, that's your bottom one ready to be milled, really. All but that center hole. So, I'll sort the rest out. So these are very similar. That's 12mm thick and that's 5mm thick. And these are very similar as well. The only difference is the cutting out is deeper. Yeah. I suppose, yeah, because you want a thicker cover. Right, that'll do for that. Let's save it and get over to the model. Finish on the model. Let's go back to perspective. Get over to this one. Get back into it. Right, there we go. let's put the cover on. Yeah, so that ball bearing and spring, it'll push the ball bearing into the cover hole and click into position. Anyway, right. So that's it. Mat, put the mat on. Oh, I'm in 3D still. Let's get out of 3D mode. Underneath the mat. That's it. I like these little shallow bays. Now, if I'd have made the top cover out of the 12mm instead of the 5mm, I would have been able to have a deeper bay, but I don't want a deeper bay on here because you want just a shallow bay, just a temporary store your stuff until you place it, and then when you finish, these should be empty again. These top two, there's no cover on here, so this is the cover basically for the rest of the bays. Okay, let's have a. Let's drag this over. Hang on. Meant to do this last time, didn't I? Did I need to copy that? Let me just go through this. What are they? Hang on. Old design. There's some old designs now. Oh, I know what it is. It's this other stuff in it here. Yeah. Okay, so that's the one. What's the difference between that one and this one? Oh yeah, that was put some slots in there and change it. Didn't like that one. It's basically based off this, but with these handles. So I want to get all that stuff. So let's get rid of that. Let's put on that, and that. And I need to grab hold of that and move it over to here. I need to put all that on top of here. Let's have a look from above. Is that near enough? It is quite near enough anyway, isn't it? Okay. Let's just have a look at. Yeah, that's pretty much okay where it is, isn't it? Right. Okay. Go back to that one. Let's hide the guides. Right, so we're not in 3D. No, we're not in X-ray mode, sorry. We've pulled all the boards together, so let's turn off some of the boards. Okay. TAC. That's that thing I showed you earlier. The model of that. Yeah, I'll give you a close up. That's your LiDAR. 2-meter LiDAR. Yeah, I think this will go up to 500mm. This thing. No, not that one. What am I on about? No, that was an ultrasonic sensor, 500mm. This, yeah, transducer. This is just a thermopile. You got your neopixels. Right, and let's get rid of that. Yeah, so you need a blank board on there, don't you? Really? These are built up models. These are. No. That's the one I've been working on, the beauty. Yeah, so you'll have that there, and you can pick out. Let's say your bay. Let's just move a bay. So my how do I get onto there now? I'll have to lose that a minute. Let's put something in here in the middle. Let's say it's 20mm, 10mm. And let's move it up. Oh, what's happening there? Oh, dear me. Undo circle. Right, so I want a circle. Why has it stuck it to there? Oh. Undo the circle. That's weird, isn't it? So let's put a circle. 10 mil. And we'll grab it by the middle. Grab it by the middle. I'll put it here. It should stick into the middle. Yeah, and then we need to lift it up out of the way. So put it up 150 mil. Okay, so that's it there. Right, turn on the circuit board again. Pick a. Let's go for the middle one. Pick that. Go onto this tool here. Get into the middle of this. Okay, now from there I should be able to spin this now. There you go. Spin the wheel. It has to be selected though. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? So I'll go to my component. So that's my resistors there for my board. Yeah, so resistors there. And yeah, oh, I don't know if I told this last time. I made these bays bigger as well. I made the packaging, the material around the edge thinner, so the bays were bigger. I probably forgot to mention that. Let's just see how big these bays are now. So 26 mil at the front and 18 at the back, and they go 35 mil back and they're 10 mil deep. Yeah, so you should be able to get quite a few little LEDs, resistors. You should be able to unload your whole reel in there, or just put a few in, whichever. So what's that showing us then? So that's showing us level 2 F minus. Okay. So alright, so I've moved that round to there, and I put my tweezers in there, and I come over here and I place them. Place the actually I've got some resistors on here. Yeah, let's get an LED. Why not? Okay. Copy. Okay, let's put some LEDs in there. Let's drop an LED, see what it looks like. Paste. How can I put that on the floor? So where are we going to put it? Okay, let's just drop it in. I'm not in the right position. Let's just go like that. Or is it put it in? Oh, it has done. Let's put it in. Let's copy it. Let's have a few. Actually, it should be able to do like that and go times. Is it x3 or times 3? Times 3. No, it didn't do it. Hang on. x3, comma 3. Comma 3. I can't remember what it. No. Times x3. No. I forgot to do that now. Anyway, we've got a couple. Are they upside down? They are, aren't they? They're upside down. How they ended up upside down? Let's get them up the right way. So I want the wall. Yeah, let's go. Why is that lock into there? Okay, it's not right. Let's get on there. That's it. Right, let's turn these over. Yeah. Okay. Actually, they will be upside down anyway, won't they? Oh, they've gone inside now. They've gone inside the layer. To get them back, I'll have to go into X-ray mode and select them and come out of X-ray mode and bring them up like that, just up, and then slowly drop them down onto the face of the component. Where is it? On face of the component. Yeah. Okay, so we've got our it's good to see the scale, isn't it? See how small they look. They are to scale because they're drawn to go onto the board. So they look a bit small in that big bin, massive, great big bin. So you can imagine. Normally I work with like 10 or 20, 30, 50 at a time, and you could get quite a few in there. You could offload your reels into there, no problem. Oh yeah, it looked weird, didn't it? It's alright, I've just noticed it looks weird here. Am I actually? I'm lined up, aren't I? I'm lined up. It's just I bevel these edges, these gaps, and I've only moved that gap to there, so that looks weird. Does it even matter? But then this looks weird here, doesn't it? Doesn't matter. And the rest looks okay. Yeah, they're all lined up. Yeah. Actually, no, it's because there's so many gaps in between. Oh well. That's what it is. I'm not changing it again. Look at that. That's if you have a little fancy bevel on it. Right, anyway, so let's get the piece. Let's pretend we're doing pick and place. I've got a virtual set of tweezers. So I'm going to go and grab that and put it up on here. Yeah, I'm doing some pick and place here. Where shall I put it? Let's put it there. I need to grab it from the base. Perpendicular to the edge. What's it talking about? So that's in free space, that is. It's the trouble with 3D, isn't it? Right, go down there. Okay, so I'll go down onto the face of the component. Go on, you can do it. Bloody hell. I should learn how to use this better. Crikey, come on. Oh, here we go, nearly. There it is. Right, so I've got to move that now. Up to there, without sinking in. Oh, don't do that. Let's zoom in. Oh, I'm in free space again. I give up. Some things are easier to do in real life. I should be able to bring that down in there. Shouldn't be that difficult, should it? Go on, you bugger. Let's rotate it. I'm determined to get this done. How's it doing now? Okay. I had this much trouble last time. It's not it. That's not where an LED goes anyway, but it might be actually. Right, so there you go. I'll leave that there. I don't care. Right, so I picked and placed the an LED. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think it's time to hit it on the head. Yeah, I'll carry on with that. Hopefully by Monday, possibly tomorrow. Don't want to rush it. I've got to mill it into some scrap timber, somewhere. All right, let's undo. I will leave that there. I'll just put that back to where it's supposed to be. Let's just put it back. There it is. Go round and round and round and round. Round and round and round and round. Can I zoom in as well? I wonder if I could zoom into that now. Yeah. And still go. Yeah, I can still go round and round. Hang on. God, this will crash it, won't it? Right, so, okay, right. Oh, it's not liking that. Here we go. Round and round and round. I don't know where the start is now. I got to line up the A's. There we are. Is that A? Yeah. Okay, so we're all. Oh no, we're not lined up. That's A. F's. F's, that is. Undo, rotate. Try again. This is very boring. Sorry. Oh, I only have to move it to the head, don't I? There you go. That's not right. What's happening here? That's it. Is that it? Yeah. F's are all lined up. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. My components in free space. Didn't go with the bin. I wonder why that is. Oh, I didn't lock it in position, did I? Don't matter. We don't want it there anyway. It's going to spoil our. Let's take it out. It's going to spoil our model, that is, if we end up leaving a rogue component in there. Let's get rid of that as well. Okay, so we're back to square one again. Let's get rid of that. And that'll do. Okay. Oh, we're on 28.5 degrees now on the TAC module. If I just move it forward, it'll detect the screen. But, yeah, 35 points on it. Lift it up, cancels it out, and then move. What's it say? Move forward. Yeah. And can you see the blue LED going up? Yeah. Okay. That'll do. Okay, so I've been Dave again from UPAS, just flattening out the model for the SMD manual pick and place carousel. It inspired by a model I saw 3D printed on, I think it was on by Sion of Unexpected Maker. So give him the his 3D printed couple of layers. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's inspired from that one. I'll make one. Let's make one. See if it's any good. And I'll demonstrate the real thing. Hopefully, over the next day or two. Let's demonstrate the real thing. Put some bits in. Get some tweezers out. Try and work it. See if it's even any good or what it's supposed to be. Alright. Thanks for watching.